Hey everybody, Merry Christmas. Well, okay, it's a little bit early for Christmas, but I have a big project that I'm working on this year, and I'd like your help in making it happen. Last year, my big Christmas project was this Christmas scripture tree that I was working on. And by the way, if you want to have one of these yourself, now might be the time to start thinking about downloading the files and working on it. It's a little bit of a big project, so now's a good time to start working on it. But this year, I'd like to help raise money for the Children's Hospital in Salt Lake City. Children's hospitals are wonderful. As a father, I sincerely hope that I never have to use one. But I've had friends who have had to airlift their children to the Children's Hospital, so I know how valuable and wonderful they are and how great they are for the children. Now, I've honestly had a really good year, and I'd like to pay it forward by helping to raise money for the Children's Hospital by entering a tree in the Festival of Trees. What is the Festival of Trees, you ask? Well, every year, the Festival of Trees in Salt Lake City raises money for the Children's Hospital. Participants decorate trees that attendees then bid on. Sometimes the trees come with gifts, sometimes they're just beautiful trees. Now, I'd like to include a 3D printed tree, 3D printed by the community, like one of the We the Builder projects with a marble ramp that runs through the whole thing and a little machine that drives everything up. Maybe next year, but this year I'm going to keep things a little bit simple. It's just going to be a normal tree, but we're going to decorate it with 3D printed ornaments and lithophanes that have been created by the amazing 3D printing community that I am proud to be a part of. In fact, I can't even really take credit for this project because Glenn Reedy, who was one of the generous $100 backers at the Low Poly Dino Kickstarter, he was really the one who spearheaded this effort, and he'll be helping me decorate this tree. Now, even toned down as this project is with a real tree and whatnot, this is still going to be a huge undertaking. It takes on average 300 ornaments to decorate a 7-foot tall tree, so we're going to need your help. What can you do to help? Well, we're going to need a couple of things. First, we're going to need a tree, and we're going to need some lights, and that'll cost a little bit of money. But then we're going to need ornaments and lithophanes to decorate it. Now, the lithophanes are going to have a little clip on the back that clip onto the lights, so the lights will dangle on behind them, and hopefully we'll get some blinky lights so that people can see them on and off and really get that lithophane effect. That will be really cool. And I'll be showing you an easy way to make these lithophanes in a later video. But we also need, if you want to get started right now, your favorite small 3D print turned into an ornament. It can be a useless print, it can be a useful print, whatever, but keep it small because you're going to want it to fit into one of these 5x7 padded envelopes. Now, it's going to need to have a little ring on it, which you can either do by editing the model and make sure that the ring inside of it is really, we only need that to be about 2 or 3 millimeters wide, and then the ring itself needs to be about 2 or 3 millimeters thick so it can be good and thick. I've doubled the size of this for the exaggeration on the camera, and there you go. Just edit that into there. You can do that in Tinkercad or Blender or Fusion 360, or another way you could do it is just to print the model. Then get a metal ring, like I've got a couple of them that you use for key rings, heat it up, press it into the print, and it'll melt around it, and then let it cool, let go, and it'll be a part of the print after that. And then I can just put one of those little metal hooks in there and hang it on the tree. However, I also want you, if you're going to do one of these, to make a tag for your print about the model that you used. You can take just a post-it note and fold it in half and then write on there a couple of things. The most important thing is you get the name of the model and the person who created it on there. Make sure you get your attribution on. After that, you can add whatever other information you want on there. You can add information about you, or where you are, or where you printed it, or what 3D printer did you do, or did you do any cool material for it. Whatever other information you want to put on there, that's up to you. And then laminate it, which is really easy to do. Just get some packing tape, lay it out, put your tag on there, and then fold it over. Then put a little hole punch in it and just put it in the envelope with your ornament. Don't worry about connecting it. I'll do that when I put it all together with the metal hooks. If you want to put anything else in the envelope, you can do that. You can put a little letter telling me a little bit about yourself. That would be fine. You can potentially, if you wanted to put a cash donation, you could put it in the envelope. I might recommend a better way to do that would be the PayPal link that's going to be in the description. But, you know, maybe if you've got an ugly tie, you could throw it in that I could add to my collection. Or you could just throw in the ornaments. It's fine, whatever. And then all you have to do is just post it to that address right there. Now, if you're international, do not feel obligated to participate. I know how crazy international shipping can get. If you're not aware, this little padded envelope only costs about $2 or $3 to ship it within the United States. But if you ship it from outside to inside the United States, it jumps up to like $7 to $12, which is crazy. So if you're international, it might be in your best interest just to use the PayPal link in the description and donate some money that I'll use to buy the trees and the lights and the other things that we need for this project. I would love to have your support, but I don't want to put anybody out for this. Now, we got a deadline. The Festival of Trees is November 28th, so you'll have to have your contribution in the mail by mid-November. November 14th is your drop-dead date for putting your envelope in the mail to me. That basically only gives us October to work with on this. But with all of your help, I know that we can make an awesome and enviable tree to raise some good money for the Children's Hospital. So thank you guys very much for watching, and thank you for participating with me on this awesome project. Now, did you know that I'm on Discord? There's a link in the description. You can check it out, and I'm having a good time chatting with you guys directly on Discord. And as always, a big thank you to my Patreon and direct backers. You guys are the wind beneath my wings. And remember, safety first. I'll see you next time.